Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make a 2468 box. These little guys have been around forever. This is the one that I made out of half a sheet of the Seaside Spray cardstock the other day. I used the shimmery silver Delicata ink to make the snowflakes, and the Let It Snow is one of the sentiments on To Every Season. And it is also You're So Sweet. That's in that stamp set. I was going to make this one into a Valentine treat bag since it had little hearts on it, but then I took a different direction with it. But these little bags are real easy to assemble, fairly quick. You don't need very much. You can decorate them as little or as much as you want them. Now you start with a piece of cardstock or designer series paper that is 8.5 by 6 or 8.5 by 5.5. You can see a little bit of a difference. This cardstock, because I wanted to make 2 out of it, is 8.5 by 5.5. This designer series paper is 8.5 by 6. So you can see the difference. Just a little bit taller, but it'll take either one. So I'm going to start with a piece of our Monster Bash designer series paper because I'm finishing up my Halloween. Now this is directional paper. As you can see, it has words on it. So if your paper is directional like this one, you want to make sure that you have it cut correctly, with the 8.5 being the long side, and then or the horizontal, and the 6 being the vertical. So you can get 2 pieces of you can get 2 2468 boxes out of a piece of designer series paper, and then you have a good strip left. So once again, this one is 8.5 by 6. Check your directions, make sure that it's 8.5 inches across, and then get your paper trimmer or simply scored scoring tool. And you want the bottom to be facing the left-hand side here, because you're going to score 2 inches on the bottom. And this is for the bottom of the box. So 2 inches on the bottom. Very easy. Okay, then you turn it to where it's portrait side, and then all you have to do is score it at 2, 4, 6, and 8. That's all the scoring you have to do. 2, 4, 6, and 8, and 2 inches on the bottom. Now, if your paper's not directional, you don't have to be careful at all. So, since this is designer series paper, I'm not going to use a bone folder, but I'm just going to reinforce the score lines with my fingers. Cardstock, you want to use a bone folder to make the edges a little more crisp. Here's the 1/2 inch side. So there you have it, your score lines. Just reinforce designer series paper if it's not too heavy with your fingers. Now you need to make a couple of little snips, and that's all. Now for designer series paper, since it is lightweight, you don't have to wedge it like I did the sample that I put on my blog. Now you're going to remove this last little section, and I usually put just a little dovetail or a little angle right there, and then you simply just cut the rest of them up the score line up to the 2 inch score line. That's all you have to do. If you're working with heavier paper or cardstock, then you might want to put little wedges on each one of these, going from an angle up to the score line. But it's not necessary with designer series paper. So I used our tearing tape for this one, and on this little section, the 1/2 inch section, you want to put a little tearing tape, because that's going to be your tab to glue it down to the other side. Oops, I grabbed a little bit of the paper there, but that's okay. Now your second tab over is going to be the front of the box, so you can go ahead and put some tearing tape on that as well, but it's going to be on the other side, because that's the last tab that you're going to fold in. These hold quite a bit, so I imagine they hold quite a bit of candy, little treats, jewelry, lots of things, because they measure 2 inches across, and they're pretty deep. Okay, I took the edge of the tearing tape off of that 1/2 inch tab part. Now I'm simply going to fold it over to meet it and adhere it to the side. Okay, we're almost finished. How about that? Now I usually fold in just the left side, the right side, the bottom, and then you already have your tearing tape on the front side because it folds over to the back. And really, if you don't put it on the right one, it doesn't really matter either. Now you can close these with a number of things. Ribbon, you can even staple it shut. I'll show you a little sample in a minute of one that I was working on. Now kind of make it square and just adhere it down, and that is the front of your box. Then all you have to do is pinch the top together, and there you have it, a 2, 4, 6, 8 box. Now here's one that I made earlier, and I didn't make it very fancy because it's for kids, so I just simply put an Eat, Drink, and Be Scary tag on there and tied a little ribbon around the library clips. The library clips are on sale right now for $2.40. So here's the one I made earlier, and here's another one, and I simply cut out this little Frankie monster from Monster Bash for this one. And then I have another one that I already had the snowman cut out with one of our rectangle stitched framelits, and I thought, oh, I'm going to use it for this box with the Let It Snow Designer Series paper. And I happen to have these clothespins that have a little bit of red at the top. I don't even know where I got them, but they're going to come in handy for that. But like I said, you can punch a hole in the top like I did with this one and tie it with a bit of ribbon. Or you can, this one from the It Starts With Art, I put on one of the matching paper clips. You could use regular paper clips as well. So that's all there is to the 2, 4, 6, 8 boxes. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.